Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Nothing to See Here podcast. Hi, it's Frankie.
It's Hannah.
I am so sorry, you guys.
Amanda
I
can
don't get
finally
paid
hear us
enough for this.
after 20 minutes of trying to figure out why Amanda could not hear only Hannah and then could not hear me.
Oh my god.
I don't know what it could be. I haven't updated like anything on my laptop. I did the system updates, but they don't fuck with anything normally. So I don't know what it could be.
I mean, sometimes they don't fuck with things that you don't or they do fuck with things that you're not aware of.
I mean, yeah, possible. So sorry if anybody hears any interference, but we literally weren't going to record tonight if this wasn't an option. So thank you, my cell phone.
All right, well then. Let's just get into it before your cell phone explodes.
Yeah,
And
please.
we can't record the episode.
Yes, yeah, please, and thank you. I'd greatly appreciate that. Yeah.
We are doing the November 13th, 1995 episode of Monday Nitro.
Yay.
And I warned you guys both about. I gave you the content warning.
You did, which I appreciated.
So we'll issue another content warning for the audience again, in case they didn't listen to the end of the last episode. There's a Chris Benoit match on this episode of Nitro.
Boo.
So we're not going to talk about it because nothing important happened. Instead, we're going to talk about, as Amanda requested, Dirty Dom Mysterio and Eddie Guerrero.
Yeah, I'm so curious about that because, like I said, I watched an interview where Dom was talking about it, and he was just like, "Yeah, I was influenced by him, and apparently he got kidnapped."
No, I'll explain what happened when we get to the Benoit match.
Okay.
So this week's episode of Monday Nitro, November 13th, 1995, is not live from Jacksonville, Florida. This is a taped episode. I could not find out why it was taped and not live like every other episode of Nitro.
Was it just because it was so boring?
No. This episode was in the same arena as last time in Jacksonville, so they just...
Hannah, I'm gonna have to disagree with you. In fact, most of this was boring. I will concede, but the Johnny B. Bad and Eddie Guerrero fight was amazing.
Wow.
There were some moves that I had never seen done.
So, yeah, they just taped this one right after the last episode. So, if you were there, you saw back-to-back episodes of Nitro.
Oh, those people who did actually pay got their money's worth then.
Yeah. So it is the same as last week. I'll remind 9,500 people in attendance, but only 3,500 paid. So, let's see in the news for WCW. WCW is currently taping 3 months worth of shows at Disney.
I know about this. This was at technically it was called MGM Studios. Now it's Hollywood Studios, but in that big stadium near it.
They taped at MGM because it was cheap to do so, and they could just bank a bunch of stuff in there. And the fans didn't have to pay. It would just be people who were at the park going to see the show.
I'm sorry. Could you imagine going to Disney and you're like, hey, you know what? The magical happiest place on earth. You met the princesses. You met Mickey and Minnie Mouse. Let's go watch some wrestlers beat up a foreigner.
Even as a wrestling fan, I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, that's just especially not fun.
Disney has too much to do to spend your time at a wrestling show.
I know. I talked about my Disney trip on this podcast once.
Mm-hmm. Universal used to do this with TNA. They had a soundstage on Universal Studios Orlando lot that was for TNA tapings. But there's Universal, you can do the whole park. You can do both parks in a day.
You used to be able to.
You used to be able to. Back when they filmed back there.
Yeah. Harry Potter kind of makes that really hard if you want to do all of the parks, just because it's so busy.
Yeah. But they're taping for 3 months worth of shows. Several New Japan Pro Wrestling stars debuted, and WCW is trying to get them over with American crowds before the Starrcade pay-per-view. Sonny Ono quote unquote bought in storyline 50% of WCW and is running the show with New Japan wrestlers and eventually is going to be their evil manager for all of them leading into Starrcade. But there was an issue with the tapings because the Japanese wrestlers were very upset about the months of advanced tapings, feeling it exposed the business, but they went along with it. In this show, since you're taping 3 months in advance, you have to know who your champions are going to be at each time. So if someone comes out and is going to be a champion 2 months down the line, they're coming out with the belt, even though they haven't technically won the belt yet.
Bad continuity.
Very confusing. There were also issues with some of the WCW wrestlers, mainly the American males, the tag team, the former tag team champions, who did not want to put over the New Japan guys. And photographers were banned from ringside because New Japan did not want pictures of their wrestlers losing to WCW guys appearing in the Japanese magazines. What a great working relationship already, huh?
Phenomenal.
Yeah, it sounds great.
WCW has started preparing storylines for 2 ECW wrestlers who are said to be close to jumping ship over to WCW, but no names are known as to who they're going to be. I think one of them is Raven. So I'm very, very interested to see what you guys think about Raven. He is just a grunge wrestler. Very
just
much
a
of the
dude.
times.
Who's the wrestler that possessed Nugget?
Oh, Danhausen.
Yeah. Who's he?
Yeah. He's like a modern day wrestler.
I was gonna say, is he grunge?
No, he's a demon. He's a goth kid, as they call him
Oh,
sometimes.
he's a goth. Okay, all right, fair.
The Renegade is being written off of WCW television and is going to be sent back to wrestling school. He has lost a ton of muscle mass since debuting, and nobody is buying that he is the Ultimate Warrior. No one bought it, to be fair, from the beginning. Randy Savage is supposed to have surgery soon to repair a torn tricep and will reportedly be out of action for 3 months. I will report to you guys, that's not true.
Yeah, I know.
He really be here for
damaged,
a while.
Yeah, he really damaged his body.
Yes.
Do a lot of wrestlers do that?
A lot of wrestlers do that, especially the ones who are more paranoid, like Randy, because they, especially back then, are afraid they're going to lose their spot in the company.
Mm-hmm. Ugh, that sucks.
No cold open for this not live episode. We're straight into the intro, and we're at the booth, and we get our first glimpse of Pepe. It's Super Pepe.
Super Pepe! He's flying!
I thought it was just the cape. I was pleased to find out at one point when Mongo stretches him up, like he does like a big stretch with him.
He's got the full suit.
He has the full suit on. It's amazing.
It is adorable. It is an adorable outfit.
We get 4 Pepe sightings tonight.
We get a lot of Pepe.
They know what the people want. Also, Mongo changed his dog's costume.
Did he?
If these were filmed back to back.
Oh, yes, he did. Yeah. He changed the costume between episodes. Mongo's keeping up continuity.
That is some dedication right there.
So Eric Bischoff reminds us that the winner of the upcoming World War III Battle Royal will become the new WCW World Champion. And then we cut to what is, yet again, another acid trip. It's a new segment on the show, I think, where they're trying out an acid trip with Hulk Hogan.
I don't like it. It's a bad trip.
Yeah, was he in a graveyard?
Last week he was on a beach with a homeless man. And Randy Savage. This time, he's in a graveyard, in a black cloak and mask, weirdly groaning.
Are we supposed to think that's not Hogan?
And carrying a sword. No, we're supposed to know it's Hogan.
Okay, because, there's no way you can, mask that voice.
He's like, okay, so I didn't write down anything that he said because it was so fucking unhinged. That he's standing in a graveyard with a sword, wearing a bald cap, presumably. I don't know what that was on top of his head after he took the hood off. It's supposed to be the storyline is that the Dungeon of Doom have gotten to him and Randy Savage so bad that they're embracing their dark side.
So he went goth.
Yeah. And Randy also embraces his dark side when we get to him. We see how he embraced his dark side as well.
With a fun outfit.
Yeah, he went less goth. So,
I wrote
we
Dollar Store Phantom of the Opera.
For Hogan, yeah, it is bad. It's rough. I don't think this is the last time we see him in this outfit either. Back to the booth, though. This is where Mongo is stretching out Pepe. So we get to see he's got the Superman blue top on as well. We have our first match of the evening. Representing the Dungeon of Doom is Meng. And they say he's coming out with the Taskmaster and Jimmy Hart. Jimmy Hart's not there. Then we get the Macho Man, and they bill him from the dark side of Venice Beach. That's how we know he's embracing his dark side. He's not just from Venice Beach. It's the dark side of Venice Beach. I don't know what that means.
Maybe there was a power outage or something.
Yeah, maybe. It's where they found that guy from last week. He was also in the dark side of Venice Beach.
Honestly, that is the dark side of Venice Beach.
Macho Man, though, he comes out from behind and takes out both Meg and the Taskmaster, and he has shown his dark side physically as well. He's wearing all black and white, but on his shirt is glitter, where it says Macho Man. That's in glitter. And he has the black and white fringe on his boots, so he still keeps the Macho Man aesthetic while being evil, I guess. This isn't much of a match. It's just for Macho Man to show off his new outfit, basically.
I don't like it either. I'm sorry.
You don't like his outfit?
I don't. I miss the color.
You want him to be an acid trip.
Correct. I don't want the Hulk Hogan acid trip. I want the Randy Savage acid trip.
Yeah.
Please and thank you.
We don't even get a Macho Man Slim Jim commercial this week.
I know. I was devastated.
Jimmy Hart comes out midway through the match, just showing up to work late, as you do, you know. They say he distracted Savage so Meng could take advantage and get control, but, he was not even on the screen, so I don't know how he distracted Randy. Meng is just beating the shit out of Randy. He rips open his shirt. Randy's got half a shirt on at one point. Meng does go for the diving headbutt at one point, but Macho Man rolls out of the way, throws Meng into Jimmy Hart, and then hits the diving elbow and gets the pin. But out comes the Shark immediately, attacking Randy. And then Luger comes down and starts trying to break Randy's arm. And
is that the arm that's injured?
I think so, yeah.
Oh,
Frankie, Luger's a bad guy, right?
He is. He's a villain right now.
Okay, cool.
Also in his dark side fit.
It's hard to know.
It's hard. I gotta say, week 11, this is the best we've seen from Luger, and it's the least amount we've seen from Luger when he's made an appearance. This is what they should be doing with him. Don't let him speak. Just let him come out and attack people for a brief amount of time. We get the World War III ad again, and they are not going to change it for us. We're stuck with it.
Only what, 2 more weeks?
I think so, yeah. It happens on the 26th, so yes. Eric Bischoff gives us an update about the World War III Battle Royal. It is a 3-ring match. All 3 rings are simultaneously holding 20 men. And the winner is the last man standing. And the winner will be the World Heavyweight Champion. And Bobby Heenan picks the Giant to be the winner of the match.
He said, I crunched the numbers.
Well, I believe him then. All right, we have the Benoit match. It's against Kensuke Sasaki, which is very sad that the first time of from the New Japan wrestlers is one we're not going to talk about.
No, he seemed great.
Benoit
loved his bike shorts.
Yeah, I have
God,
nothing against him.
He's so cool.
Yeah, I have nothing against him. I just want to put that out there for everybody.
This isn't a ban on New Japan wrestlers. This is a ban on non-important Chris Benoit matches. The less we have to talk about his matches, the better for the show.
The better for my mental health, honestly.
Benoit gets the win with a bridging dragon suplex, but since we're not talking about the match in its entirety, let's talk about Dirty Dom.
Please.
So, Dirty Dom is the son of Dirty Dom Mysterio is the son of famous wrestler, Hall of Famer, one of the greatest wrestlers ever, Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio is someone we're going to see as we go through WCW. And he has a lot of great matches and a lot of great storylines with Eddie Guerrero. They are friends. They were friends in real life. And in WWE, when they both end up in WWE, they became a tag team at one point and they win the tag titles. So, one year at WrestleMania, they have no match scheduled for the two of them. They're not defending the titles. They don't have a match against anyone else. So they decide, hey, let's see which one of us is really the best. And Eddie and Rey wrestle each other. Rey wins the match, and Eddie cannot handle it. He keeps trying
in real life?
No, in storyline.
Oh, okay.
He keeps trying to get another match with Rey. He keeps trying to do it. He finally gets one. I think he beats him, but he cheats to beat him. And then he's like, I got to keep proving that I'm better than Rey Mysterio. And so...
Why can't we just allow them to be besties and supportive of each other?
Because men don't have this kind of drama in their lives, Hannah. This is why they need it.
Yeah.
This is what wrestling is for, because men don't create this kind of drama in their lives, normally. Unfortunately.
One week on SmackDown, Eddie comes out, and he's talking about Rey and Rey's family, and he says, what was so great is that all those years ago, you and your wife were trying to have a kid, and you couldn't. So I stepped up, and I helped you out. And Dom is there in the ring, and he says to Dom, Rey's not your father, I am.
Oh.
What?
And then the next week, he comes out with a shirt. This is a very famous shirt. I'm sure you'll be able to find it for when we put the episode up, and it goes on the Instagram. Comes out the next week in a black shirt, and in white text, all it says is, I'm your poppy.
I do know this shirt.
I was going to say, this feels like some very far back subconscious memory.
I remember this shirt.
It was a very famous shirt at the time. And they did a riff on it when Dom, turned evil. It was because he was sick of Rey, treating him like a kid, and he joins the Judgment Day. And at the time in the Judgment Day, it was Rhea Ripley, and Rhea was acting like this...
mommy.
As his mommy, and so she came out with a shirt that said, I'm your mommy.
Yeah.
But so after he makes this revelation to Rey, or to Dom, the storyline becomes that Eddie is going to get custody of Dominic Mysterio. And so the only way you can truly solve a custody dispute of this magnitude is a wrestling match. And not just any wrestling match.
Of course.
A ladder match where hanging above the ring is a briefcase that holds the custody papers for Dominic Mysterio.
I thought you were going to say, and hanging above the ladder is Dominic Mysterio.
That's a match we will eventually see in WCW.
What?
Not with Dominic Mysterio, but we're gonna see somebody's mom tied to a forklift, and the goal of the match is to bring the mother down.
What?
Oh my god. I'm telling you, this is it because men don't have this kind of drama in their actual lives that this shit exists?
Maybe, I don't know. Who wrote that one, or which one?
Any storyline I'm hearing.
The writer of the last one of the mother on a forklift is Vince Russo, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
I don't know who wrote the Dominic Mysterio storyline.
By the way, I need to mention this. I know that technically Vince McMahon does not own WCW. But has anybody seen his DUI or
where he was
his
driving like
accident.
100 miles per hour. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fucking funny as shit.
Yeah, it's awful and it's terrifying, and he should not have his license anymore. But
the
like
video is hilarious.
the video, he's
Objectively.
yeah,
He's like, I'm trying to get to my granddaughter's birthday party.
like at 100 miles per hour, sir. Really?
Yeah. So Dom, the thing with Dom is like in real life, he was greatly inspired by Eddie because he grew up around Eddie Guerrero.
Right.
But in storyline as well, when Dom turned heel on Ray, he started saying that Ray was a deadbeat dad because he was always on the road traveling and he didn't care about his kids, and his image of Ray as a good guy that we all have is wrong, and that he would have preferred Eddie Guerrero to be his father.
Aww.
Did the whole family consent to this storyline?
I imagine they
I don't
did.
know. Dom, when this storyline happened, I do imagine. But when Dom did this storyline in 2005, he was 8 years old. So this is like his first time on TV. He's our age, by the way. He's 28 years old. And so he'll come out and say he's a 20-year veteran because he made his debut for he's made his first appearance at age 8.
You know, that's good on the LinkedIn.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm not gonna fight him for that.
Yeah, he is a 20-year veteran. He did.
You know, maybe I'm not creative enough to work writing wrestling storylines.
Yeah, he did lose his Intercontinental title very recently as of recording. We're recording this on March 8th. He lost his Intercontinental title this past Monday because he ran afoul, Amanda. It's funny you bring it up. You brought him up earlier. He ran afoul of Danhausen, and Danhausen cursed him. And he lost his IC title.
No way.
Because of the curse of Danhausen.
Someone is spinning a wheel to figure out these storylines.
Hey,
that
listen.
is the only possible way I can see these things being created. They just spin a wheel and they're like, so and so is going to curse another person.
Danhausen has always cursed people. He's a demon, right? So that is the story of Dirty Dom and Eddie Guerrero. And Dirty Dom, when he is as Dirty Dom, he looks quite a bit like Eddie does at some point when he has like the long hair mullet and the mustache.
Yeah, he does.
He takes his look to be like Eddie, so it's very fun. It's very fun. So we'll go back to the show now. A little bit of a fun little segment there instead of talking about a murderer.
An asshole. Yeah. I greatly appreciate that, Frankie. Thank you. Because I like I said, I saw an interview and he was like, "You see that? That's all, Eddie." And I was like, "Eddie, wait a minute, I know him."
So we get a preview for WCW Saturday night. Benoit will be facing Eddie. Sting will face Bunkhouse Buck, and Dean Malenko will be in action. And then we're going straight into our next match. It is apparently a match that Amanda greatly enjoyed. It's Johnny B. Bad, the television champ, defending his title against Eddie Guerrero, who is already in the ring. Johnny B. Bad, he comes out. He doesn't have his gun this week, but don't worry, everyone. He's got a Johnny B. Bad branded Frisbee. Bobby, during this, tells Eric Bischoff, they're talking about the Japanese contingent again, and Eric's going on and on about how Bobby got money from them, and Bobby tells Eric it's not his business if the Japanese group gave him money. They could have given him coupons. He doesn't know what was in that envelope. We get the match, and they're going at it. Johnny B. Bad hits a big tilt-a-whirl backbreaker. Eddie responds with a tilt-a-whirl head scissors, and they are moving. And I just got to say, we all know that the improvement of this match is because of Eddie Guerrero, because we've all seen the Johnny B. Bad matches that we all got bored of.
Yeah, this was all Eddie. Eddie was like, no. If I'm going to be in a match, this is going to be a good match.
Johnny B. Bad hits a big flying sunset flip from the top rope, but Eddie rolls through it using his momentum and tries for a pin, but Johnny B. Bad flips through the pin attempt, goes for his own pin. Eddie Guerrero then kicks out and rolls Johnny B. Bad into another pin, and Johnny B. Bad kicks out, throws Eddie Guerrero out of the ring, and then dives over the top rope, taking Eddie out. He rolls Eddie back into the ring, goes for another big dive from the outside, but Eddie rolls out of the way and then tries for a quick victory roll, but it gets kind of botched, but it looked good because it looked like they were just moving too fast to get it. He then gets put up on top of Johnny B. Bad's shoulders, and Eddie on his shoulders jumps and twists and rolls into a sunset flip for the pin. But Johnny B. Bad kicks out. He goes for a cradle, and Johnny B. Bad kicks out of that. Johnny B. Bad goes for a left hook on Eddie. Eddie ducks, but gets hit by a right hand and taken down. And as he's getting up, Johnny B. Bad starts talking smack to Eddie, and Eddie responds by tackling him to the ground, and they're just rolling on the ground, punching each other. Johnny B. Bad then takes out the ref to get to Eddie, and they keep just punching each other. And then, as they're doing this, we get a 2-minute warning from the official saying that there's only 2 minutes left in this match. Eddie goes for the Tombstone Pile Driver.
Hold on. Let me just say, we've had matches that have lasted way longer than that.
Yes, so they don't explain this before the match, which they should. Television title defenses that happen on Nitro have a 10-minute time limit, which they don't explain. But that's the explanation for you guys.
They say that once, not at the beginning. They say that like in the middle, but they do say it once.
That is true. They did say it in the middle of the match, but that's not helpful.
It would have been nice to know at the beginning.
I was just like, does somebody have to pee? Like
me, it's me.
What are we doing?
Pepe has to go outside, so they gotta take a break. They gotta hurry it up.
Don't blame this on Pepe. Pepe is potty trained very well.
He goes in shoes.
Yeah, that's true. He goes in Bobby Heenan's shoes. Eddie goes for the Tombstone. Johnny B. Bad reverses it into one of his own, but only gets a 2 on the pin attempt. Eddie then hits a DDT from the top rope, but he can't get to the pin in time, so Johnny B. Bad kicks out. They take each other out with flying clotheslines, and then they start punching at each other as time runs out. They keep fighting after the bell. The match ends in a draw, and so Johnny B. Bad retains the title. This was a fun 10-minute match.
They do hug it out afterwards, and I'd like to say, gay. I like it.
I didn't like that they hugged it out.
I did.
Neither did Mongo. Mongo also hated that they hugged it out. He's like, why are they all good losers? I would have punched him.
No, I liked it. It was gay AF.
That's fair.
I liked
That's
it.
fair.
I liked it. What do you want from me?
We then learned that Hulk Hogan will be on Nitro Live next week.
Oh.
He wants to face Sting. He's not sure if he can trust Sting. Why is everyone questioning if Sting's a good guy?
Because Hogan's genuinely having a crash out.
Yeah, I don't think this is part of the storyline anymore. I think he actually is just like, you know what, Sting's gonna take my people away from me because he's not an asshole racist.
I just want to point out that because this is like kind of the second time we've seen this with Sting, like them questioning if he's a good guy or not. This is going to be a huge part of Sting's character, is that he is very angry that everyone keeps questioning if he's a good guy.
Does he become a bad guy because of that?
I don't want to spoil the rest of Sting's character. I'll say this. He doesn't become a bad guy, but he becomes a different guy.
He becomes a morally gray wrestler.
Different kind of character.
I do have to say this. There's a part, don't let me forget to mention what I want to mention. Whenever Sting is talking directly to like the audience or whatever in the microphone.
Okay. I'll bring it up when we get there. We're back in the ring. The rest of us have left, and we have Mean Gene with the Taskmaster, Jimmy Hart, and the Giant. Gene says that Jimmy Hart has perpetuated one of the worst scams he has ever seen. Jimmy Hart says that coming from Gene,
the
that
worst
is one of the
scams?
best.
I'm sorry. Has he ever heard of a Ponzi scheme?
No, Mean Gene's running his own scam with the WCW hotline. So
right.
He's trying to get pressure off of himself. Jimmy says that is one of the best compliments he's ever received coming from Gene. And the only thing that he's bothered about is what he's going to do with his 200 Hulk Hogan jackets. Why do you have that many? 200.
That's way too many.
You don't need 200 regular jackets, to be fair.
Correct. You are
Let
correct.
alone 200 Hulk Hogan jackets. I know you were his manager. You need maybe 3 tops. I promise.
He could make some really good anti-Hogan merch and then sell it.
That'd be nice.
My thing is, why wouldn't he just like what? If he had 200, were these supposed to be like merch sales? And he just is bad at his job. At least sell the merch.
No, because he has that jacket right that he's like holding up. That's like a air painted, airbrushed Hogan on the back of the jacket. He has like a bunch of unique ones of those. Like they're all unique jackets.
Oh no!
He's saying he has 200 unique items, but you know what? You know what you need to do? If they all have Hulk Hogan's face, you just spray paint it with a no sign, sell that shit.
Or put like a mustache on him.
We could have a variety.
Put the devil horns, yeah. You can do a bunch of graffiti on them.
Exactly. And sell those.
Kevin Sullivan then promises that the Giant's going to be the winner at World War III. Mean Gene agrees that the Giant is the odds-on favorite to win. And then Kevin Sullivan proceeds to just like start twitching on the ground to imitate a dying Hulk Hogan.
Is that what it was? I thought he was mocking seizure people because I wanted to kill him.
He was like, because he starts doing it when the Giant says he's going to kill Hulkamania. He says, I'm going to kill and bury Hulkamania or something like that. And then that's when he falls to the ground and starts twitching. I think he's a dying Hulk Hogan, but like, it's weird. It doesn't work.
No, I was insulted.
So our next match, our main event of the evening, is Sting versus Dean Malenko. Back from break, we go to break before it, and then we come back, and Malenko's already making his way to the ring as we come back, and then we get the Stinger, Sting making his way out to the ring with some bright tights on.
He invented Brat Summer.
Yeah, but let me just say, Hannah, God, I hope you're with me on this.
Okay.
His butt looked amazing in those tights.
It was a good butt.
Thank you.
Good butt. I bet Steve Borden is very proud to hear that.
Who's that?
That's Sting.
That's his real name?
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that his name's Steve, but you have a good butt,
call him
Steve.
Sting.
Yeah.
Then.
Good job, Sting.
Sting does something so fucking cool in this match at the beginning. Dean, like, bounces off the rope and jumps at Sting, and Sting just fucking plucks him out of the air. And
it did feel like a superhero move.
Sting is so fucking cool. God, how do people not like Sting? If there's someone out there in the world that doesn't like Sting, you're wrong. You're incorrect. He then offers Dean a handshake. Malenko refuses, and then starts gaining control of the match as we go to break and get the exact same World War III ad we already saw.
At least have 2 different ones to show on the show, you know?
Also, there's like a big change. Like, when the ad first aired, the Giant was presumably the WCW heavyweight champion. Now we know that the title is vacated, and we're going to have a new champion crowned with whoever wins the Battle Royal. Advertise that. Like, if you're watching Sorry, Hannah, go?
I was going to say that would involve making a second ad.
They have, but like, if you're watching Nitro, you already know that the title's on the line, and this ad really isn't doing, like, I mean, it gives you the date. They're hammering the date constantly. If you're not, the ad is presumably for people who are not watching Nitro, but like, are watching other shows. So you want to entice people to buy your product?
That is what advertising and marketing is supposed to be doing.
I thought that was
correct. Yeah,
was the point. So we're back from break, and Malenko is taking out Sting's legs, and as he's doing that, you can see in the crowd this guy with like one of the full, like the old school wrestling masks on, like the Nacho Libre mask, but all black. That's got to be uncomfortable to wear. Did he wear that for both shows? Dean gets caught in the air again, but throws Sting into the corner this time and hits a huge German suplex. Sting got some fucking airtime. Sting is whipped into the ropes, but then he holds on, avoiding a dropkick, and signals to the crowd. He whips Dean Malenko into the corner, but misses the Stinger splash. Dean Malenko gets out of the way and responds with a massive missile dropkick.
By the way, this whole time, and I was really sad about it, they were mentioning how, like, Dean Malenko's dad is, like, proud of him and stuff, and then he, spoiler alert, goes on to lose this match.
Yeah, like he's talking about the Great Malenko, which, by the way, awesome magician name, probably not the best wrestling name.
No.
The Great Malenko.
I was just like, man, this sucks. They kept mentioning, at least if he's gonna lose a match, don't mention his dad.
Constantly. Or don't mention his dad and how proud his dad is of him when he's the bad guy.
Right.
Now you just feel bad for him.
I do. I felt bad. I was like, oh man, Sting, I know you didn't mean to, but like, man, that sucks.
Dean then goes for the Texas Cloverleaf to finish the match, but Sting rolls him up and he gets the pin. Sting is the big winner. And
way to
we have
go,
one more segment for the night, but we got to talk about something really important.
Pepe as a parrot.
Pepe is perched on Mongo's shoulder.
It was fucking amazing.
It was the best thing ever. And then Pepe like starts to slip a little bit, and Mongo like grabs him immediately. Mongo is on top of that shit. He's not letting anything happen to Pepe.
No, I told you about this. I told you that he was a parrot the last time, and like none of you saw it, or if you did, like it was only a brief second. We got a good glimpse of it this time.
He's on the shoulder the whole time, almost the whole segment.
It was amazing.
Pepe's acting like a cat would act.
100%.
He's on the shoulder, and then when Mongo like gets him off because he's slipping a little bit, he like curls over the arm. Oh, adorable.
I'm really hoping I can get a picture of Pepe as a parrot.
You gotta try.
Yeah. I don't want to have to take a screenshot of
Hannah,
this episode, but I might have to.
I think a screenshot might be necessary.
For that image, yeah.
Yeah, for that specifically, yeah.
Oh, you can also see in the background Sting's just kind of wandering around the ring because he's got a promo to cut, but it's not time yet. But it is time now. Back in the ring with Mean Gene and Sting. Gene confronts Sting about walking out of the arena with Lex Luger last week and the challenge from Hulk Hogan. Sting says he has nothing against Hulk Hogan, and he can let it slide when Hogan calls him a little dog on the porch, because here in WCW, he is a big dog. And Sting says he and Hulk Hogan can get things squared away next week. Amanda, you wanted to say something about this promo.
Yeah, there was a moment where Sting was looking at me directly in the eyes. I know he was looking at the camera, but I'm going to assume it was me. I actually squeaked.
Oh my god, a Sting
fan. I
fan.
was like, oh my god.
A little Stinger.
Voice, like, we don't get to hear Sting speak as much as I would like us to. His voice is amazing. I don't know if I'm all riled up from the Bridgerton season 4 ending, which, by the way, was amazing. But, like, oh boy. I was watching this, and my boyfriend was playing video games, and I squeaked, and he's like, what's wrong? And he came over, he's like, yes, he is attractive. And I was like, I know!
He's very attractive.
Yeah.
I gotta say, Sting has somehow made... Because Sting is from, and you can hear it a little bit in his voice, but Sting was born in Nebraska, but he lived a lot of his life in Minnesota. Or he was raised in South Carolina, but I think he got in Southern California. Where do I think he's from Minnesota then? I think he got it. Maybe I'm thinking of a different wrestler. He's got a weird accent that I can't place.
Yes.
But it's very attractive.
It's so nice.
Like, it sounds a little bit like a Midwest accent mixed with the California accent. And it's amazing.
He, like, talk dirty to me, Sting. Please.
So, yeah, listen, Sting's there the whole time, so we're getting Sting constantly.
Oh, I was flustered today. I didn't know what he was talking. He looked directly at me. Yeah, whew, I was sweating.
Right. So the Gene throws us back to the booth, and WCW Monday Nitro is over. We don't get a preview of the next episode like we usually do.
These are so
Yeah.
much quicker now that we don't have to sit through ads.
So much quicker without ads. So much quicker without Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
Like, he's not wrestling. He's just showing up to take acid.
Yeah, to do a weird promo thing.
Yeah. He will be wrestling next week against Sting. He did challenge Sting.
What about the murderer?
The murderer will not be, unless I only have access to, like, the wrestling card. I don't know about non-match appearances.
Okay, but he's not gonna wrestle.
He does not have.
I don't care if he shows up just as his head is in the crowd or whatever. Like, but if I have to focus on him for a while, that's what I'm concerned about.
Yeah, he doesn't have a scheduled match for the next episode, and I'll drop that warning again when we get to the episode.
Cool.
But he does not have a scheduled match. So let's take care of business for this thing, and then we'll talk next week's episode. Match of the night, or segment of the night, and MVP. Amanda, what do we got?
Look, I love Sting, but I can't. I think I'm gonna give my MVP to Eddie.
Eddie Guerrero. All right, Eddie's getting MVP and match of the night. Eddie versus Johnny B. Bad.
And it's not for Johnny B. Bad. I want to make that clear.
Yeah, we know. We know you're not a fan of Johnny B. Bad.
I want to be as clear as I possibly can. This is not a vote for Johnny B. Bad.
All right. Hannah, segment of the night and MVP.
I'm gonna second Amanda's match of the night. Eddie Guerrero versus Johnny B. Bad. It was a very long match, but Eddie Guerrero put in the work.
He didn't just sit around like Johnny B. Bad usually does in his long matches.
Yeah. But my MVP goes to Kasaki because I like those bike shorts.
All right,
he beat up the ugly murderer.
All right, he gets an MVP. I'm gonna mirror both of you with segment of the night. Fantastic match, and we didn't even get a winner.
No, it was a draw.
I usually hate that shit, but it worked this time.
No, I was perfectly fine with it this time.
And then
I feel like I got my money's worth, and I didn't even pay for this. And neither did half of the people there. So
over half of the people.
Yeah.
Neither did 6,000 of the people there.
Yeah.
And my MVP is going to be. It's also going to be Eddie. He carried that match. I can't. I was debating Sting, but I can't give it to Sting because
Sting was, if Eddie wasn't in this match, like Sting would have taken it hands down.
Yeah.
Sting would have taken the match too, but like there were just some really fucking cool things happening in there.
Yeah, Eddie's just so fucking good. I can't wait till he gets even better because he gets better throughout this entire time.
He gets better? There's better?
He gets better because they let him.
I've never seen those moves before.
Because Amanda, Johnny B. Bad, spoiler, I think I already told you this, but spoiler alert, Johnny B. Bad leaves the company.
I thought he became the booty man. No,
someone else becomes the booty man.
That's his replacement.
His replacement in the storyline is the booty man. But, so Johnny B. Bad eventually leaves the company, and Eddie Guerrero gets to wrestle people like Dean Malenko and Rey Mysterio and Chris Jericho.
Oh, wow.
So, not only does Eddie Guerrero get better, he gets to wrestle better wrestlers.
All right.
There's going to be a match, I know we're like 2 years away from it, but in 1997, where Eddie's going to pull some shit that you think you've seen stuff that you've never seen before. He's going to pull some shit with Rey Mysterio that you couldn't even imagine.
That's so cool. I'm so ready.
All right, and then our most important piece of business for the WCW episodes.
Yes.
Hannah, it's the
Yes.
Pepe costume ranking.
Yes. Can I hear my top 5?
Your top 5. At number 5, you have Saddle Pepe. At number 4, you have Googly Eye Pepe. At number 3, it is Devil Pepe. Number 2, Alien Pepe. And number 1, Bat Witch Pepe.
I think Superhero Pepe is going to take the number 3 spot.
The number 3 spot for Super Pepe.
Mm-hmm.
That's with a dash, by the way. I just want everyone to know that. Super Pepe, yeah. Mm-hmm. Like Spider-Man.
Him being a parrot in this costume gave extra points.
And he flies in this costume.
He Mongo does fly.
That was so cute. Mongo, like, is Mongo a dad? Mongo also gives me good, like, dad energy.
I don't know if Mongo has kids.
He had a kid. The kid was named Pepe.
The kid is Pepe.
Let's see if he had any children, because I can look up he has a Wikipedia page because he's like, super cool.
Yeah, he was an NFL player.
Did you guys hear about the woman, I forget where, but in the census, she listed her cat like as a member of the household, and the cat got called for jury duty.
Oh, no. Oh my god. That's amazing. Did he show up?
Last I heard, she had like submitted the like thing that said, "Hey, I can't show up," and she listed the reason why as the cat didn't speak English, but she was told the cat still had to show up. And that was the last I heard.
So Mongo does have a daughter. He did have a daughter.
Okay.
He gives girl dad energy.
He said, "You want to dress up? Okay, let's do it."
Yeah.
I've got ideas.
Yeah. Something tells me that part of the Pepe thing wasn't just for him. I do think part of it is for him, for sure. But I also think part of it was like, watch me on TV, honey. I'm gonna dress up Pepe.
Well, he doesn't have a daughter then.
Aw.
This is pre-child.
This is pre-child. His daughter is born in 2008.
Aw, way to go, Mongo. He does give good girl dad energy. There's nothing in there that says he was an asshole, right?
I am not seeing anything on his page that says like controversies or anything.
Always a good sign.
Yeah. I'm just worried because I thought Andre was gonna be good girl dad material, and he was not.
No, I'm looking at that. Nothing controversial. The only thing that pops up on his page is something that doesn't involve him.
What?
It involves it's in his personal life. A year after his passing, his wife, his widow, was arrested for a misdemeanor count of domestic battery.
Oh.
I don't know, like, who she attacked because.
Why is that on his page though?
Yeah.
I don't know why that's on his page.
That's not his fault. Whatever. Mongo, you're a real one.
Mongo, you're great. And he's gonna be here for a while. He's here until 1999, I think his last appearance is. So.
Aww.
We got 4 more. I think he has other opportunities that he does. Or the company just moved in a different direction. I will find out, obviously, when we get there. I'll look at the report. But we got 4 more years of Mongo.
And Pepe.
Well, I don't know. Pepe's not in all of them because Mongo... this is a bit of a spoiler. Mongo's eventually going to become an active wrestler.
Really?
Yeah. Mongo's going to wrestle, so he doesn't bring Pepe out, which is a good thing. Too many wrestlers bring their dogs out or their pets out when they wrestle in front of a live crowd. Don't do that. Don't scare your animals like that.
Oh, scare the animals.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, don't do that. But I also kind of want to see him just walk out and he's holding Pepe. And then he hands Pepe to the coat girl.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Like, not in the ring or anything. I just want to see him walk out with Pepe as, like...
And also, isn't Pepe, like, around the crowd anyway. Pepe's used to
Not
this
really,
already.
because the booth is like kind of removed from the crowd. If you see it.
I mean, he can still hear the crowd yelling.
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
But it's not as loud. It's not right.
It doesn't have to be as loud.
He doesn't see it.
Frankie, where are we bringing our Pepe?
Oh, I was gonna ask. It's our time. Yeah.
Here's the thing, and you might think I'm crazy for this, and I might be. That's a fair thing. I'm feeling number one.
I'm feeling number one too.
Okay, all right.
He was flying. Come on.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Super Pepe number one. All right,
yeah,
and he's got. If he had just the cape, way lower. But
yeah, no,
he's got the cape
whole outfit.
and he's Superman. All right, that is it for the November 13th, 1995 episode of Nitro. Remember, everyone, if you're sick of Nitro, I'm apologizing, but I really want to get to the big storyline, the thing that makes WCW famous. So we'll get to it. It's something that Amanda and Hannah might even actually like. I don't know if you'll know the storyline, but you'll know the logo that I'm thinking of for the wrestler. It was like it's a shirt that like even now celebrities will wear the logo.
Is it The Rock?
No, The Rock does not appear in WCW. God.
Because I know The Rock. My babysitter
Everyone knows The Rock.
No, but Dwayne. I know The Rock before like he was even cool.
Before he was Dwayne.
Yeah.
So next week we will be doing our monthly Scooby-Doo episode. It will be Scooby-Doo Pirates Ahoy.
I haven't seen that movie in ages.
Who's
mine.
taking this? Oh, okay, thank God.
I fucking loved this one as a kid, so I can't wait to be everyone I've loved as a kid. Tremendously disappointed. So can't wait for that to happen. But I'm really hoping it doesn't.
If I remember correctly, there's some good sea shanties in here.
There's a song in this that I have on my Spotify playlist.
Nice.
That I listen to actively. It's such a good song.
That is a factual. Just in case anybody's wondering, I have heard it on his playlist.
So
when we've been driving in his car,
it's popped up. It's popped up sometimes. All right, so we will. We're talking about Scooby-Doo Pirates Ahoy next week. So if you want to watch along with us, please do so. If there's anything else anyone would like to say, no. All right, let's wrap this up then. As of recording, we are on YouTube and Spotify. If you're listening to us on YouTube, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell for notifications so you know when each and every episode is uploaded. If you're listening to us on Spotify, remember to follow the show, leave a rating and a review. It helps us out a lot if you can do so. Add a comment if you'd like. That's fine too. That also helps. No matter where you're listening to the show, though, remember to share it with someone you think might enjoy what we're doing, going through WCW, going through the Scooby-Doo movies, going through all of the Disney movies, going through Haunter hoaxes, and talking about spooky shit.
You could have said Barbie. You could have kept it with media.
Yeah, I could have. But Hannah wasn't a purposeful thing. Barbie did not pop into my head. Haunter hoax was the first thing that popped in because I'm currently editing the Bloodhouse episode.
Nice.
So that's what was in my head. We're doing Barbie too. If you like the Barbie movies or want to hear about the Barbie movies, or if you want to listen to a 28-year-old watch the Barbie movies for the first time and be tortured, that's fun too. But if you think anyone you know would enjoy that, please share the show with someone who you think might like what we're doing here. Get the word out about what we're doing. If you would like to send us an email where you could ask us a question, give us some ideas for future episodes, or just any general commentary you have about the show, you can shoot us an email over to
Nothing to See Here podcast at gmail.com. As always, here is spelled HEAR.
If you would like to see some great artwork done by Amanda, some funny memes created by Hannah, images of the things that we discuss, you can see Pepe as Superman on a giant football player's shoulders.
It's amazing.
You can find all of that over on our Instagram page, which is
Nothing to See Here pod.
And that is everything all of the business taken care of. So saying goodbye and good night. It's Frankie.
It's Hannah.
I don't know. I'm gonna go see if I can figure out what the hell's going on with my sound.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.